Happy Flower Friday! My name is Valerie and I'm a floral enthusiast and designer. And today I'm going to show you how to make a get well soon arrangement using grocery store flowers. For today's arrangement, we're going to use a glass container to make our petite flower arrangement. I've already placed a spoonful of sugar, a half a packet of flower food, and a couple of cubes of ice in my container. You can't see it, but right next to me, I have a bucket of a variety of flowers. I have some foliage, some orange daisies, some thistle, and some roses, just a huge mix of the different flowers that we're gonna use for today's arrangement. I'm gonna start with our foliage. So I'm gonna pull out all the pieces that we're gonna use as the base and foundation of our arrangement. Love leather leaf, some Italian ruscus, more leather leaf. Let's see what else we have. And a couple other pieces of some greenery here. So what I'm first gonna do is make sure that I give all of my foliage a nice cut. And typically I like to cut about an inch or two from the bottom. With this particular arrangement, since it's in a petite container, I'm gonna go ahead and measure it and make sure that I have enough product here. So let's see, I'm gonna cut some more. And since the container is pretty small, I'm gonna go ahead and just take some of the leaves off of this one. And since I only have one stem of this, I'm gonna put it to the side and I'm gonna start with my leather leaf foliage. This is a really big piece and I don't really need these long petals here or these stems at the bottom, so I'm gonna take those off. Put those to the side. Perfect. Okay, yeah, and these are pretty good size. So I'm gonna cut maybe just a little bit more because I want it to get really in there in the container. And then I'm gonna put these here on either side since I have two really good ones. Okay, great. So I'm gonna start here with these. And then I have one of this type of foliage and then another of this type. So what I'm gonna do is just put them on the opposite sides, but I do need to cut them down some more so that they can fit in this container. So with the Italian ruscus, I'm gonna take some more of the petals off. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it a little bit shorter, a lot of it shorter. Yeah, I'm gonna cut some more. Put that there. You can still see me. And then this one has so many leaves, and honestly, I don't really need them all. I'm just gonna cut some more off. And then I'm gonna cut it here. And then I'm gonna put this on here. Excellent. So yeah, so these will move around as we progress through our arrangement, but at least we have the base of the arrangement, and this is the foliage that we're gonna use. And we're gonna move on. Now that we have our foliage in place, we're gonna add some filler flowers. So I have a couple different options. I have some Astromeria, a Peruvian lily. I have some mini red carnations. And a pink carnation. And another red carnation. So I'm gonna put this to the side here for a few minutes. So this is what I have to work with. I chose bright colors because when people aren't feeling well, bright colors brighten their mood. So I'm gonna start with all of these, and since I have more of the Astromeria, I'm gonna start with the Peruvian lily. So let's see, it's very tall and my arrangement is very petite. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the petals here that are on the bottom. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut half of the stem right here, and I always cut in the center here just so that it can properly hydrate. And let's see, since I'm not really going for a lot of foliage, because we already have a lot of foliage with this arrangement, I'm just gonna take off these petals and have it be like a naked stem. Perfect. And let's see, I think I have another one. I do, I have two of these. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take some of these petals off. Don't need them. And Then I'm gonna go ahead and cut, let's see, it's tall, so I'm probably gonna cut it right here. Yeah, that's fine. Cut it in the center there. And then I'm gonna place these. So put these to the side. Let's see, I'm gonna put these in the middle here. Oh, perfect. Yeah, great height. Those are gorgeous there. Love that. Okay, so for the mini carnations, I have quite a few of them. Let me move this to the side a little bit. I have quite a few of the mini reds. So let's see, I won't need to use this. We'll put this to the side for now. So I'm gonna keep them actually on one stem. I'm gonna take these leaves off here, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut off here in the center like I do. And it's still a little bit long. Let me see how it looks in the arrangement. Still kind of tall. I mean, I could get away with it, but I really don't want that in the center like that. So, this aside. I'm gonna cut it. So if I cut it, it's gonna take away this little center here that is holding the three stems together. But I'm just gonna hold it close and just cut it. And I'm still gonna cut in the center of the middle one, the thickest stem. And I'm gonna put it together, gonna bunch them up right in the middle. Look here, I'm gonna put them right here in the center. Yeah, that's perfect right there. And then I have one pink carnation. And typically when I have one stem of one type of flower that I'm working with for an arrangement, I try to put it in a really unique spot where it's gonna be seen. So this one, another really long stem for our petite arrangement. So I'm going to cut it halfway here, and then I'm going to cut the center there. Okay, and I'm just going to put it off to the side. That way it can still be seen. Perfect. So we have our foliage, we have our leather leaf, our Italian ruscus, and a couple other pieces of greenery. We've added our colorful filler flowers. We have our pink carnation, our red carnation, our Peruvian lily, which is in the color orange. And now we're gonna add our main flower. So I've chosen our main flower to be a rose, and mainly because roses symbolize love and romance and just care in general. And I really think that when someone is trying to get back to feeling better, roses communicate the love and the care that they need in this season. So for our roses, we have a red rose, which is so romantic. I love roses. A lavender rose, and this is called Ocean Song. It's one of my favorite roses to work with. And we have a multicolored rose. So this one is a white rose, and it has some red petals, or kind of like a red ivory mix petal situation. I really love this. So these are the three roses that we're gonna work with. And what I our foliage, we have our leather leaf and our Italian ruscus and some other greenery. We've added our filler flowers. We have our orange Peruvian lily, and then we have two types of carnations. We have our mini red carnations and our one pink carnation. And then we added some roses. We have our red roses, our ivory and red roses, and then we have our lavender rose called Ocean Song. This is a perfect, colorful, bright mix. And we're almost done. We're gonna finish it off with some detail flowers. So we have some blue thistle. Only have one stem of this. This is a very beautiful detailed filler flower. It has hues of blue in the center and these wild petals on the ends. I love it. Look how beautiful that hue of blue is right there. See, I think you can see it right here. Yeah, look at that. So beautiful. So we love this. We have one stem of this, which is great because we don't need too much of it. And then we have our yellow filler flower, and we only have one stem of this, which is really great as well because we just wanted to add a small detail. And let's see. And finally we have some hypericum. I love hypericum. The texture is just so nice and it adds such detail to the arrangement. I think it's gonna be a really great addition. I'm gonna go ahead and add these three. Let's see how it's gonna turn out. And there you have it, our Flower Friday arrangement for this week. It is a bright colored get well soon flower arrangement using grocery store flowers. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do have a surprise for you guys. We're actually gonna go and deliver these babies right now. So I welcome you to come on the journey as I drop these off to a friend's mother who is gonna get well soon. And let's go. So here we are. I just made it to the hospital. It was a straight shot from the house. It didn't take very long to get here. I definitely made sure the arrangement was safe. Got a little seatbelt on there. And now I'm about to go inside. I got my mask. And here we go. Beautiful. Okay. I went ahead and delivered the arrangement. I wasn't able to drop it off to the patient because of COVID, but at least the staff will take it up to her room and she'll see a beautiful, bright colored arrangement. I hope that she really does enjoy it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it. Don't forget to comment below if you have any questions, and also don't forget to subscribe. I drop a new video each and every week, so don't forget to click the bell so that you can get future notifications on all of the Flower Friday videos. Thanks again for tuning in. Until next time.